football in the Lone Star State. Here at NRG Stadium in Houston, a good one on tap in the AFC South. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. Off we go from NRG Stadium. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
Think back to a couple years ago, he's the 2nd overall pick. He's the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Going into year 2, Mike, I think the expectations were that he was going to blow up onto the scene and be MVP-type quarterback. The team as a whole took a little bit of a step back, and so did CJ. I think they want to recapture a lot of the magic from CJ Stroud's rookie year, and now see, okay, in year 3, with the pieces he has around him, they think the sky's the limit.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing to someone with his length, Mike, there's a lot of benefits. The catch radius, the ability to adjust to an off-target throw. But you have to also look at the other side of the coin there. For these defenses, those bigger, extended bodies, that's just a big target to go after and hit. So they're able to take advantage of it here. So I promise you, that receiver gets back into the huddle. He's telling his quarterback, hey, man, bring that ball down. I'm happy to go fight and compete for the ball, but you've got to protect me. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami, the number 1 overall pick in this past April's draft.
I'm not sure if a guy jumped into the NFL scene quicker than Cam Ward a year ago at the University of Miami. I was down there. I watched his college debut for the Hurricanes in the swamp against Florida, and I walked out of there. I'm not so sure if I knew he was going to be the 1st overall pick, but I knew he was going to be an unbelievable college player, and here he is with the future of this franchise on his shoulders. He's not going to blink. Everywhere he's been, every coach says, Cam Ward changed the future of our team, of our organization, and there's no reason to think he's not going to do it again.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They'll run once more, and it's Howard again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. He's done it again, back-to-back good runs. 19 this time, and another 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Titans.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Stingley Jr. off the edge, makes the tackle.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On the give, it's Pollard. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Ward. That one caught, it's Chimray DK. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, Ward. And down he goes.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on 3rd down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those 3rd down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
On 4th down, on is the veteran Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. This one from 43 yards away. Sly's kick is good. And the Titans will take a 3-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. Oh! He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards. And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the ground, it's Marks. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. T'Vondre Sweat there on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll go again with Marks. He'll push forward for about a yard. T'Vondre Sweat there on the tackle.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
4 yards.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That one out wide for Marks. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Stroud. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to sneak it here, and he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Kirk is the motion man. They'll go play action with Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. But let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
On 2nd down, a run with Marks. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a first down for Houston.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion. So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
So as this nice drive continues, Mike, they find themselves first and goal. Offensively, anytime you maintain possession for this long, you have to come away with a touchdown. It feels to me, you settle for a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
They'll run straight ahead with Marks, and he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Third down and goal.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face third and goal.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He'll try and get there on the ground. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Fairbairn's kick is good. Sins will tie the game at 3 apiece.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. Jimmy Dike now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off play action, it's Ward. Moving outside the pocket. So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even, 3 apiece, the score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with first and 10. They'll motion the slot man right. Now Pollard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, here's Ward. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw is Ward. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked up by Kalen Bullock.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes, and I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
He'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Marks. Whoa! And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 5. Give to Marks from the gun. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Terrific interior performer Jeffrey Simmons on the stop.
3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. They'll try a run it here, and it's Chubb.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will take a 6-3 lead. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jim Dike. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do.
31-yard line.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Ward. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
What a first half of this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Man in motion, heading right. Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. And that is incomplete.
Really nice coverage here on 3rd down. They took away all of the outlets the quarterback had. Really left them with no opportunity other than to just throw that ball away. It's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hecker out to punt for Tennessee. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes!
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Give credit to the protection for handling that blitz, because that's what gave him the time he needed to make the play and keep this drive alive.
1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. That's taken in by Marks. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
Moving to his left. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So this is what defenses want to do, Mike. They want to flush the quarterback to his non-dominant side. So here for this guy as a righty, they want to get him moving to his left to force these throws against his body. And it actually wasn't a bad ball. He's trying to give his guy a chance downfield, and they just can't connect.
A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there.
Third down and
Now it's going to be third down. Now, Stroud. To the left side, caught by Schultz. And he's out of bounds, couple of yards short of the marker, so decision to make here as it's fourth down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be from 47 yards. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans add on to their lead. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Julius Chestnut to bring it back. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense make their way out to take over once more. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive, and he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
On the pickup. It's second and
8. Second down, 8 yards to go. To throw is Ward. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Incomplete. The coverage by Jalen Reed.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now it's Ward. The rookie from Stanford, All-Madden. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Titan first down.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Titans first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Ward going to keep it here on the zone read, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Throwing, Ward. He's going to air this one out. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there's a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board, and there's an element of instincts, there's an element of understanding offensive game plan, and then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Texans offense ready for this next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Stroud. Now screen set up for Marks. This one's going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient, but either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
Here's Stroud. And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It's a frustrating series. It'll bring up 4th down.
So on that 3rd and 8, it just makes a smart decision. There's no reason to force that ball into harm's way, push something downfield, probably a low probability of converting there and getting a fresh set of downs. So they'll go back to the sideline, regroup, see how can we have better success on 1st and 2nd down so we can stay out of those 3rd and longs.
The Titans offense about ready to take over once more.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They work forward to the 40-yard line. DJ Speed getting in there to make the 10.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. 2nd down, they need 7. Out of the gun, Ward. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I really like the job the defense is doing, like disguising what the coverage looks like before the snap and then what the coverage actually is after the snap. And I think the quarterback's having a hard time really figuring out what am I looking at, where are my targets, where's the coverage holes. And I think it's led to some really big plays by the defense here in the first half.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Texans offense ready to take over once more. On 1st down, it's Marks. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, if you like defensive football, this game's heaven because right now points have become a premium. Someone has to figure out a way to get something going, whether it's a field goal or even just a positive drive and play the field position game. Some offense has to take control of this game here at some point.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play. But next time, let's come away with the pick.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On 1st and 10, Ward. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Shotgun snap for Ward. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Texans offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. On 1st down, it's Stroud. This one's going to be taken in by Collins. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. For Marks. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down for Houston. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins.
Complete to Nico Collins. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. at the 39-yard line.
Second down and 3. Stroud going to set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. From the gun, here's Ward. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
Incomplete. Coverage by Kalen Bullock.
Second and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Ward. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. That throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
The name of the game in the league is to score points, and there's a lot of different ways to do it. You can run it, you can throw it, you can do it in big chunks, you can do it in sustained drives. There's a lot of ways to operate as an offense, but right now, if they don't find a way to start scoring some points, there's just not a lot of paths to victory in the NFL.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work as the defender bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing again is Ward. And that is incomplete.
Ward's pass intended for Alec Islander. Incomplete. Coverage by Kalen Bullock.
The Titans sending out their punch. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Texans offense and their running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Handoff here, and it's Marks. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Kirk is the motion man. An inside give to Marks. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. Gain of 13 for number 13. Here's 1st and 10. On play action. Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. 19 more on that one. And another 1st down.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the give, it's Marks. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Kirk is the motion man. Off the play fake, here's Stroud. Look wide, get this one complete. Trying to at least get back to the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't do it. That's a loss of a yard and leading to 3rd down.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Jaden Higgins. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
The Texans set to punt this one away. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. The tight end going in motion to the left. Now, 1st down throw for Ward. He'll get this out wide to Pollard. And he can't get away. They rallied to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Back to throw is Ward. He's got his man. Complete to All-Madden. 17 yards, the gain there. First down for Tennessee.
For a Titans first down.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
Open right side is Okonkwo.
Complete to Chig Okonkwo. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early.
Automatic first down.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Aziz Al-Shire on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Ward. He takes off.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Ward. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're going to try to keep it going. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll run with Marks. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Stroud to throw. Now, screen set up for Marks. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Texans getting all set to punt as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get back to work. First and 10 now from the 36. Play fake, now Ward to throw. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
He elects to go down to the ground and give himself up.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Ward. And he kept that play alert as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
They're all set to punt this one away. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll go play action with Stroud. Looking free downfield, it's Kirk. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, it's first and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
For Nico Collins, incomplete. It's now second and 10.
They'll try again here, second and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
22 yards.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Houston.
There's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback. being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for two.
The Texans will line up for the two-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. This is hot. He's got it. And they tack two more onto their lead.
20, Titans 3.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. On the return, here comes Chestnut. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Motion the slot man left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Big Sheldon Rankins in there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Pollard. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Ward. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 26 yards.
A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Tennessee.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 41-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Shotgun snap for Ward. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
is Ward. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing, Ward. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
16 yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first
A
down.
gain of 16 yards. First down, Titans.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
To the air again, Ward. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
That's another Titans.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tony Pollard, touchdown Titans. Joey Sly on now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Titans are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Texans 20, Titans 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
In motion now, it's Collins. There's that man again, another catch. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
16 yards.
Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a first down for Houston.
First and 10.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
He was brought down by Cedric Gray. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Second and 7. Stroud gonna tuck this one on the zone read. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Here's Stroud. To the left side. Caught by Schultz. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Texans first down.
The Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the fourth quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, that's my best matchup. Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw him the ball, and for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and the first down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9. A tight end in motion now. Once again, it's Marks. And the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Now, Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. To throw is Stroud. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Here's Stroud. It is brought in the end zone. Woody Marks. Touchdown, Texans.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read, touchdown.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Titans 10.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. On the return, here comes Chestnut. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Titans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. In motion, Okonkwo. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, it's Ward. Taking off.
And Ward on the scramble. Will Anderson on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Third and long. Out of the gun, Ward. That one broken up, and it is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down. There's Nico Collins and his Texans teammates getting set for their next possession. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Marks. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down.
20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll go again with Marks. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Marks. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Titans' 11-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud to the right side, and Kirk's got it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the 1st down. And that brings up 4th down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Titans 10.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. On the return, here's DK. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Titans offense getting set to get back to work. Ward going to keep it here on the zone read. Not a whole lot happening there. Just a short pickup.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shai.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Texans offense ready to take over possession of the football. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Schultz, the motion man. On 1st down, it's Marks. Good running inside the 25. Guarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down for Houston.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
So it's a win here for the Texans. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.